Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Oh yeah, it helps if I plug a webcam in, right? Cue the noise. There it is. Alright, give that a few to get sorted. So what one? Austin, EJ, Fraser, Soviet L, Expert Gamer. What is going on, you guys? That was one nice mixer. You lost me. You lost me. What map is that? It's like not like Jesus. Wow, I can't talk. Meadow Grove. There we go. Hey, Silver. Okay, welcome. Should be good to go now. Maybe. Yes. Okay, with the damn adults. Hey, Matthew. It's a feed mixer. It's a Keenum. Hello, what's up? I'm doing good. Hey, Steve. I went up one road too many. Should be able to get around, I think. Very random. No. Do you know what I can build to create a sustainable feature? Touchy see. I can't remember what we did on ours. I think like a model plane I did at one point. Not a flyable or anything, just literally a desktop thing. And a DVD stand. But yeah, I'm not sure on that. Oh, dude. That's a bit of a predicament. Oh, nice. Or do they mean to be? Do they mean to be made out of a sustainable resource? Possibly. You know, I just realised I've got cows, but I don't actually have any hay bales at all. Hey, city. Sorry, you released your balloon. I've been waiting for that thing for a long, long time now. Nice to see that out. Alright. I didn't anticipate going to do any grass work, but... Oh wow, I still have that old cultivator. I think we may need to, because we need hay. And straw and all of that good stuff. Better do modeling after break. Very nice. And because I've just realised that, what we'll do is we'll send that back. Did I get my finger out again? Hey, you do you. Oh yeah, like you're gonna forget how to, good lord. There you go. Okay, I think I'll actually go do a quick bit of mowing. Get some bales. I'm not going to need many, luckily. But still need some, obviously. EJ, you ask that damn it every time I'm on this map. Literally every time, I swear. Bison's just the default combine that the map comes with, and I kept it because I like old machinery. Hey Bradley. Started the map for myself, don't really have the time to put into it. Yeah, maps are very intense. But there again, if you're doing modelling as well, that's just as bad, I'd imagine. Been looking at the Merlot Multi Farmer. Pretty cool in game. It would be nice to have a decent Merlot in farming simulator. You know, one that doesn't have pictures as textures. Would be amazing. It really would. Alright, so hey, making me go. Minnesota, what's up, dude? Oh, wow. I thought this thing would have enough guts for this. Am I going to have to swap out for the... Actually, you know what? I may go ahead and use something else. Which I think you guys would probably enjoy seeing, maybe. I just don't know if... this thing, would you guys want to see me use this just as a one-off for pure poops and giggles in this stream? I'll let you guys vote. I'm gonna check to see if I can TED with it as well. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Hey Mandy, do you make mods for PlayStation 4? No. Trust me, if you are going to piss off a modder extremely quickly, ask them to make a mod. Yeah, that's enough people that said yeah. We'll rock it. I wanted to use it for a while in a video or stream, and I thought, well, if this thing's not really going to cope the John Deere, why not? Let's have fun. I know it's not going to be seen in the UK. To be quite honest, I don't care. We will blip GPS on it. We'll keep that all standard. It is a really good mod, actually. I highly recommend it. So that's going to cost 6,020 or 120. One of these days I want to use this thing. I haven't properly used it yet. Haven't had the need. You go over to mowers. It's auto-correct silver. I'm used to seeing that, dude. Was that green or that one? No, it was the other one. Actually, I think I can lease that for that much. And we will need... It does come with a hell of a lot of attachments, which that's why I love it. You saw the tedder, it comes with a windrower too. Which is basically the same thing, just without that on the arse end. I think we'll windrow it ourselves using the actual windrower. So we'll just grab the tedder for now. Yeah, no, we'll lease that ourselves. Much different sounds. There's a few that I've noticed for sure that are like, wow, that's a big difference. There's some that I haven't. I don't, unless a mod is using the in-game sounds, I don't know how much mods would be affected, because I still don't know what the sound changes they've done. Is it like XML tweaks? Is it physical, the actual sound file changed? Something I would love to know a bit more info on, which I could probably find out if I asked. No, I'll just leave a part to pay for now. Just spat out my coffee. So what with the Mandy? I can tell you've been not around for long. I say for long, for a while. Because that ain't new. Yeah. And this. Oh, are they? Yeah, I don't know how they did the sound tweaks, basically. The fact that Giants updated all of their modded vehicles, yeah, I truly don't know. Hey Silver, if you're still here, when do you set your video live? Do you manually do it? So I just got a notification for your video. Oh, and there goes the stream. It's like magic. How far are we into it? 15 minutes, and then it'll come back. And then it'll probably crap out again. Hey, there it goes. I think they updated theirs to change the sounds, but also increase the capital. Yeah, I truly don't know. Yeah, it was James. And Simulate showed me how to do it. Disappeared just like magic. Hey, Blazing. Now the downside to this thing, it rose automatically. Tell you what, the sound of this thing working kind of gets old. It's like no pitch changes, just that 1 RPM. Auto width, dots are already on. Get that going. It's the same guy who did this that does a lot of the Russian, Soviet stuff. So I wouldn't be too surprised at all if it was. It's old, what do you expect? Actually, it's made by the same guy, as you can tell by the side in there, that does... If it's going to be under this, I think I have it enabled. It's probably under small, actually. Oh no, I don't have it enabled. Basically, the tractor Dave was using in his stream today. Best be able to catch ya, dude. Have enjoyed. Little that you were here. I've been recently just finished school. Yay, nice. Yeah, I think the school finishes here Friday, so Jess will be off for the rest of the summer. What will Platinum DLC be? Good question. I have no idea. There's a lot of people screaming class. I'll say it when I believe it. I still think class will be FS21, but who knows? Who really knows? As much as I think class will be FS21, there is a huge possibility of it being class. Yeah, that's that. Is that actually a header trailer, or does a header Oh, the trailer attaches to the header. Look at the bar there. So you would simply pull those away, attach them together, and pull them off. And that's why he's done it the way he has. Makes sense. Yeah, Liam, I agree. That one was pretty cool. I like that. Something different. What's the idle on this? Oh, there's low. There's also the factor of, if it was going to be class, Virtual wouldn't be able to say anything because it would be huge NDA. You guys have got to remember that. Silver, Virtual, Sim, Dave, anyone that's been out there that knows inside information, which they do. I can straight up tell you that. They do. They can't tell you anything. Yeah. That's the thing. It depends on Cattle and Crop's license with Class. Because Class may have an exclusive license with Cattle and Crops and they may not be able to do anything yet with Giants. People forget that. Oh, actually, I'm going to go the opposite direction if that's going to spill it out that way. Yeah, it's going good. What about yourself? It really is an all-in-one tool for doing grass work. It truly is. It's really neat. I'll go around again to get the stuff over this side. Like I said, it's the first time I should probably use this. We could always buy it for on here instead of normal mowers. Kind of think it would be better. We'll work our way towards it though. Hey Jonas, how's it going? Alright, can I drink my coffee yet? Yes, I can. If you could make any more, what would it be? I don't know. There's a lot of sort of tractors and stuff I'd love to see in the game. Probably some old John Deeres of some sort, maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see a really nicely, brand new, from the ground up made Land Rover Defender, like the old ones from like the 90s, not the new shape of the whacked out bonnet, but the chances of that are slim. I know there was one being worked on, but I don't know what happened to it. But again, I would like to make something that I'd be able to use quite frequently. Probably a Unimog, actually, because I'm yet to see a decent Unimog out there again. So I'll say Unimog. 4x4 square baler. I'm surprised Giants don't have a proper Heston baler in the game, because that will help the guys on consoles so much. Because if they are physically bigger bales, physically hold more, oh look, it will take less slots on console. Proper orchard, LOL. The orchard mod that I'd love to see back, and I doubt we will, that's the one from 13, where you literally placed the trees, you drove under them, the trailer filled up with the crates, you took them to the little market thing. That was a really good mod. I missed that. But no, I'll stick to what I say. A decent Unimog. I may actually get the tedder, the rower for this thing. Try and go with the pieces we missed here. Silage harvester? That'd be cool actually. Alright. Time to get the next tool. I will use the tedder. Seems quicker using this thing than it does the big stuff. If it didn't cost 12 grand, I would literally buy this right now. Although if we sold our butterfly mowers, we'd probably have enough for it. Yeah, Land Rover Defender 110, but the ones from the 90s, 80s, the ones that had the proper style bonnets, instead of when they had to put the bulge in the bonnet for the Ford Transit engine, which is the only reason the last real Defender, or the last real ever made Land Rover, let's be honest here, had that weird bulge in it. It was for the Ford Transit engine. Why do the cows teleport around? See a nice Land Rover floating around. Not sure where it's from though. Oh, is that the one you've seen on the Farm Sim community pages? That one is a Series 3 ripped out of Forza. So, the model is by Microsoft and turned 10. I actually commented that on the kids' Facebook page. I forget whose it was. Oh, Land Rover's dead. Land Rover is so dead, it's unbelievable. You might as well just close Land Rover down and just call all of the new supposedly Land Rovers Range Rovers, because that's pretty much what they're built off at this point. It really is bad. Like, I get why they did it. The market for the Defender wasn't there anymore. But Lord, if that's the case, let the thing die in peace. Don't ruin it. Oh, that shutdown noise. That does sound good. What type of cars do I like? Utilitarian stuff. 4x4s, pickup trucks, stuff like that. I like some of the Japanese JDM stuff, but again, it's the 90s. There's not much of the new stuff I like. Now, around here is going to be a mess for windrow. Yeah, it does. Yep. So this side is so wide because I didn't actually mow it with the, well, frickin' Swiss Army knife here, let's be honest. More of the... Oh, Land Cruisers are amazing vehicles. I love Land Cruisers, I love the older Jeeps as well. To be fair, and kudos to Jeep, at least they're still building a true off-roader. More to be said for Land Rover. Never thought I'd see the day, but Jeep were the ones that come up with the idea of that type of thing. If it wasn't for actual Jeep, the Willys Jeep in the Second World War, Land Rover wouldn't be around anyway. That's where the whole idea for Land Rover, the series, originally come from, the Series 1 though. If you guys didn't know. Alright, so it doesn't interrupt with that part, I'll just cruise down here. But they only focus on domestic market when they need to remember where they come from. Which is the domestic market. The sales for the Defender were really bad. It wasn't appealing to the everyday consumer, which I get is why they stopped producing it. But as far as all of these utility companies, farmers, people out there that actually use them for their intended purpose, not just the off-roading community, yeah, you kind of screwed them. But hey, I could go on about this topic for a long time because I feel quite strongly about it, but I won't. The LP lockers. Nice. I like the old school ones. I'm not a huge fan of the newer style, personally. The 110s are good if you got a family. For the 90s, personally, always have. But if you're talking utilitarian, 110 with a pickup bed? Nice. Right, now the real question is, what baler will I use? I'm not going to do what Dave did and use this small square baler. I think that's stupid. No hand-end equipment for that yet, but what baler shall we get? Didn't Land Rovers have their own V8? Yeah, it was a Rover V8, which was based off of a Chrysler V8, but at the time, the American market snubbed the aluminium blocks it was made out of. Look at them now. That's all I'll say. That's where the Rover V8 comes from. Well, we're done. The Swiss Army knife of freaking vehicles. Truly is something else, this thing. I've got to definitely bring it into the farm, I think. We'll keep it for now. because I don't know if we'll do another field. I only use that small baler in really small fields. I would use it more if we had handling equipment, and we just don't for it, so I don't think I will right now. Oh no, I don't need to go to lease. Oh yeah, owned openings. I don't think I have a baler. I've got a round baler. Should I do them out of round balers, guys? As we have a round baler? What do you think? Round or square? I don't think... Well, we'll get as much from each. I just bring in the Anderson thing to pick him up. Meadow Grove screams round bales to me. So I think that's what I'll go with. Use JLo on it. I am tempted to go through with that windrow though. If Land Rover was able to use the Toyota V8 and Trans, it would be so much better car. Or better selling if you count the best. It'd use too much fuel, Andy. I'm a strong believer in small diesel engines in vehicles are the way to go instead of petrol-powered gasoline. It's something that the North American market really only has with the Jetta, is diesel. Which is crazy to me. Because diesel is way more economical than a petrol vehicle. It just is. I don't know what the prices of fuel are in the UK now, but when I left they were up there. No doubt they're still the same. Where are you from, Andy? If you're saying that, you've got to be from North America. I lose track of where people are from. I know I ask you quite often, but I lose track. It's not like I memorize that type of stuff, but I need to. Like a prime example is now they've started to sell the Ford Ranger over here in North America again, or in Canada and I believe the States. It's got a diesel engine in Europe. It's probably not got that same diesel engine option over here. Around £1.20 a litre. Oh, okay, so it's about the same price as when I was last in the UK. North Carolina. Okay, US. Farm near me had one for a cut. Are you about that thing, Matthew? Nearly 150 a litre, super unleaded now. Ooh, where are you? Based in the UK, like county, because I know that plays a huge factor of where you are in the UK. Just like here in Canada, prices vary from whereabouts you are. Just yes. Oh wow. West Midlands. In Coventry. Wow. You know, if Oxygen David had come in here, I'd be able to ask him because he's from where I'm from, basically. Where I'm at, gas is around 260, give or take 20 cents. My phone runner. There's 80 14 to 18 miles. Wow, that's not bad actually. That is not bad, although you pay by the gallon, not the litre. The prices those guys gave, which you may or may not be aware of, is per litre. Like here in Canada. Which I can... Why is it pulling up the weather? I didn't hit that. I'll just look now, as I have the app on my phone for the gas. Over here... when I can find it. And I'll tell you. Oh wow. So the lowest is 107, but that'll be probably out on the reserve, so it'll be crap gas. Shall is 121 basically. And the next place, Canadian Tire, is $1.19. So yeah, $1.20, $1.19. Which is getting close to the weekend. It was down, it was a lot lower than that. But it's been beeping at me, hasn't it? Oh yeah, for sure. No, no, it's Matthew. Neither is mine. You got nothing to worry about. I forget who it was that mentioned the thumbnail earlier. It's just something that I thought of. Yesterday I was out sat on the back deck and was just taking photos of the sky. So you'll see it for a while until I get bored of doing it. The thumbnails, I will be changing the sky, and it's pictures that I've literally taken IRL from outside. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales out of this. Dang! Yeah, with the cows, with ghosts not like it, they're going to be chomping through all of that. That quick. Do any... Oh, dude. The only reason I stream is the community being able to talk to you guys direct. It really is. The money in streaming for me personally basically is people donate, and that's it. So feel free to talk all you guys like. It's the reason I do it. Do you know of any more like the auto loader for bales and 17? I already miss. Are you on about the bale fork? Which I think you are. No, I don't. I wish Black Sheep, for once, would re-release that Kerfab, because that was probably one of the best bale forks that have ever come out in the game. Even the other guys who do the SZA pack or whatever it is, they had an auto load script at one point. Theirs aren't even on it. But unfortunately, Black Sheep doesn't seem to do anything that isn't on console anymore, which sucks. It really does. Mod where you can set the time. Oh, it will auto unload. So the auto unload for the baler. No, I don't. I don't know who made that. I forget. There may be something floating around on the GitHub, but I doubt it. I know exactly what you mean. Now at least. Okay. And this is what I mean. We've got a partial bale in here. Which, that's the size of it. I wish I could unload that. That's something I'm surprised Giants haven't done. There's no rhyme or reason for them not being able to do that. I think you would finish quicker at grass work with that swather. It seemed like I did. That whole thing right there, done and dusted already. Move on to the next. I'll see if, I think we do have another grass field we can go to. Field 18, obviously, I just got rid of. Field 21, oh no, field 19 we can go into. We'll head up to field 19. Same here, cotton balers. Actually, the cotton baler you can unload at a certain percentage, can't you? I don't know about that song, but that song's got to go. And we're off. This thing is hellishly slow. Yeah, 90 mile an hour. You can actually see there the drive shafts underneath the steps. The dude who makes these machines is phenomenal. I want to say it's AAA modern, but I'm not 100%, I forget. Either way, he does a fantastic job. Okay, I need to go into the GPS window, nuke that course. And get cut him. This is a bigger field. This field I could probably say I'd rather do squares in. Oh really? One moment. Let me look to see what mods dropped. I thought it was strange nothing dropped. Nothing crazy. Yours just really isn't my cup of tea personally. Look. Tanker. Looks home built. Oh geez, FS Alabac. Nice. Not sure what that thing is. Cultivator, I think. The map. Interesting shape map. milk tank that you can fill fertilizer off of, which I think there was already one floating around. I could be wrong on that one. And the trailer, which I thought we already had in game. Yeah, not impressed, but hey. Thanks for the update. No, I've not tried the New Holland Square baler. Solely on the factor of there is nothing for bale handling equipment for that yet. So I'm kind of staying away from it. Otherwise I probably would have had a look at it by now. This section here is so dark you can barely see what you're doing. And that's with the Oakfield lighting in. Yeah, that was out yesterday, Ethan. I was using it. That, my friend, was not new today. Was that baler on Xbox? I thought that baler was PC only. I'm almost certain it's PC only. No sense of being on console because you won't be able to push out that many small square bales because of your slots. Could stand corrected, but I'm almost certain I'm not wrong on that one. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the best way to go. Yeah, I've heard Alan Jim's working on something new. Haven't seen it yet. But I have heard about it. If you guys mentioned it. When I first saw that drop, John, it never said it was on console. That's what I'm going off. Overlaps a lot. I use a controller to play the game on PC. Honestly, it's the best way to play it. Keyboard and mouse just sucks. For playing Farm Sim, at least. It's amazing how much, the more you look at this thing, how much is working. Like the cutter bar there, the mechanism, prop shafts, stuff on the front of the engine there, the alternator and pumps and crap. I get better steering wheel control. Oh yeah. You know, like I said, I used to use mouse and keyboard back in the early days, and I got myself an Xbox controller and never went back since. Console's just too limiting for farm sim for me personally, as far as mods go. I know getting a computer doesn't fit everyone's scenario or situation. It's just way too limiting. Ethan, what on earth are you on about? That was extremely, very much random. What's your first club? They said it's planned, from what I understand, but there is no guarantee. Green Bale is going to have to rip through that map to get stuff, to get it on console. All of the brands, everything that he's got in there is going to have to get taken out. I don't know if he will do it. I truly don't. I saw the post that they said that as well. FS Club do come in here from time to time. But I just don't know. That's the big thing. You look at my first look and the amount of companies that he's got in there as scenery and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. KFC, the garage, the post office. I think there's a Tesco or something in there, like a supermarket. All the branded traffic as far as scenery goes, the Renault trucks, which, yes, there is some of those up on the mod hub already, but they shouldn't be, and more recent maps have been asked for them to be removed. It is, I don't know. I hope it does, because it's a freaking good map. And it's his first ever map. A lifted diagram. Jeez. Freaking data plate too. There's a lot of detail on this mod. Yeah, usually if giants see them, they'll ask for them to be removed. It's a brand thing and license thing for console. But huge scenery that you have, like petrol stations, huge KFC buildings, they stand out quite a bit compared to some traffic that are dotted over the map that maybe Giants just haven't seen. John Deere RX is coming. Where have you seen that? Because the people who were making it shut down their Facebook page. KM or KNM modding. Their page is done. I sent that to Silver the other day when I found out about that. Yeah, you may want to actually see what he said, because I'm pretty sure Silver's talking about the fact that page has been taken down. Which, if you just listen to what I said, will coincide with what I just said. Sent that to Silver a few days ago now. Silver was in here, but I think he's disappeared, unfortunately. Because of the age of this thing, I highly doubt it's got a foot pedal. So probably be hand throttle. Yep, that's the one I thought. If you look at the comments on his page, Tom, you will see where he says he is not releasing it. Not unless he's made another announcement, but you'll see my page commenting a few of his posts. He has turned into one of those pages which just shows off stuff that the community sort of shows off what he's doing. He's had a lot of flack between himself and Sid recently, from what I've been seeing. So if Silver's actually reported that he is releasing that, unless, again, he has said he is, from what I saw last night, he said he wasn't. I know nothing of what's coming anywhere other than what's on the mod testing list. How long have you been on the map? Usually, if you've been on the map for a long ass time, or you could have too many machines at the yard as well, that could have an effect. If you're running a lot of machinery, that can have an effect, and it's something that does happen to me at the main yard, especially on Oakfield where I do have a lot of machinery. I think what we'll do is we'll roll all of this up, or ted it. Maybe go through and roll it up, and probably will. And that's where we'll call it for the day. You're supposed to know everything. Oh yeah, clearly. Now if you go, hang on, I'll link it to you. In all seriousness, if you go to, where is it now? That page that should be appearing in a minute. That is basically what's coming as far as mods. Or that's what's in the testing list. It's not guaranteed to come. If it passes testing, it will appear at some point. But that's the only way to have a rough idea what's coming. Click that link, Tom. The Giants forum link. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Isn't there a file or game saves? Oh, you're on about the shader cache. Yeah. If it's lag when you're looking in a certain direction, that will most likely be you've got too much stuff at the yard. Honestly, that's probably what it is, though. He was spamming. Yeah, I also replied to him with the Giants link. One of these people that can't be asked to link or pay attention to anything that's being said. Evidently. Or is running very far behind. I got you. Some stuff around. Thanks, man. No worries. You can try deleting your shaded cache, but just when you load into the map for the first time, tab through each vehicle doing sort of spins around them, and it will load in the shaders. It will lag here and there for a little while, but when I say a little while, I mean like maybe the first 10 minutes of play, once you've gone around all of that stuff. If that's the issue, I highly doubt it. You've probably got too much stuff at the yard. That's another reason why I really like the Greenwich map. It's got all the animals spread around, so you're then spreading your equipment around forcefully, which is a smart way to force people to really optimize their map. Instead of having like your sheep, your cows, everything all at one yard. Where's the shader cache located? It's the same spot where your mods folder is, but obviously don't go into your mods folder, you should see it in that. So it's your documents, Farming Simulator 2019 folder, shader cache. Delete everything in that. I recommend doing that after updates, so 1.4 just dropped. I recommend doing it then, as it generally creates new shader files, which the 1.4 update did do. So it could be part of your issue, but I doubt it. Welcome back, Chip. Yeah, old times. You know, I'm really tempted just to road this up, but I've been really enjoying this machine. Yeah, why not? Let's go road up. This is our last field anyway. Delete the whole folder. Everything inside it. You could delete the whole folder, but I always just delete everything inside it. That song had a Harry Potter feel. No, once Green Game Save, it's completely separate. As long as you're not in your save, anything that says save game, you're fine. Well, high pitch one. Hey, Matthew. I probably will. I'll more than likely sell the butterfly mouse and throw it on here. I more than likely will. So I think it'll fit to the small scale like I'm trying to do on here. Wasn't I trying, I am doing. I think for this field though we're going to do square bales. I just got that feeling we're probably going to get a few bales out of it. Oh, that fence amazing. It really is. Initially with 19, Giants was going to be adding in that type of sound where a tractor would be shifting gears, obviously if it wasn't a CVT. It has, but it gets to the certain RPM from like 1700 to 1800 and it's very monotonous. Which fence that landed, it's not. Shit, no fen. Oh, you want about the fen with the gearbox sounds? Where is it? This one. Updated to V4.0. The doors and all that open with it. This one now too. And you can see the windows do. And in this store, actually, I'll just go to garage. You got a few options, but the one that's got the sounds has got that much. Whoa, no. It's got the two. Speak things out. John, thank you for the $5 hairs. Much, much appreciated. Yes, the mod hub. They've got two versions. They've got the tiny baby one and this one. Very, 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 very good tractor. Highly recommend it. And plus, my favorite, it's got the old style looking rims. I don't know, I've got a soft spot for those style rims. Yeah, the Swaffer's probably hydrostat. More than likely. A lot of machines like this and combines are. But actually, I say that. I think some of the old combines with gearboxes. I can figure this out too. Well, CV2 is constant velocity. So it'd be more of a steady RPM change, not necessarily such an aggressive one like a power shift or something like that. Constant velocity, I don't know trackers, but I'm pretty sure that's the same as snowmobile, basically, if you want to put it down to how those are. Bigger, more industrial version of a snowmobile type transmission. Two drums, one gets bigger, one gets smaller, and the back moves up it, thus changing the ratio in the gears. Pretty simplistic system, but works well. It's on a few cars. I don't think it's on a lot of cars. It is on a few. Alrighty. Yeah, constant velocity, constantly variable transmission. I think it's constant velocity though. Or it's two ways saying it. Yeah, missed some pieces there, but I think that'll do. Actually, we'll get that spot down there, I'm seeing. Trying to be that guy. I know you are. It's one of those ones where there's two ways of saying it, both mean the same thing as far as it goes. Alrighty. That's cool using this thing. Even has indicators. Alrighty, I will call it quits here. We shall be back tomorrow on more than likely Oakfield, I think. Nonetheless, miracles happen, and a decent map comes out, which, miracles can happen, but I'll be surprised. So until next time, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later. Oh, tomorrow's live stream, I'll set live after this as well. Had some issues with copyright claims via Pretzel. Fun stuff. See ya.